Alright. Hello, universe, it is I, me, Brian, and today, as you can see from the title, I'm finally doing it. My Bound for Glory predictions. Now, everyone's wondering, oh, aren't you a guy that only watched WWE's AEW? No, actually. I've actually ventured out and watched different promotions. Impact's an interesting promotion. I started rewatching Impact, when the Lucha Bros were there, where they were facing the OGs, and I would tune in every week, and I would just enjoy myself, and I enjoyed the action. But then the pandemic came, and I was nervous that Impact was going to lose its value. But Impact took advantage of that. They had an amazing Slammiversary with Deonna Purrazzo and Jordynne Grace. It's my favorite match. Motor City Machine Gun return. They signed Heath Slater. They got EC3 back at the end, and then he attacked Moose, and now EC3 and Moose are gonna fight in a match. Like, I'm so psyched. But that we'll get to that in a little bit. But we're gonna go through the card. I'm gonna tell you what I think on who's gonna win, and if there's gonna be any special entrances and stuff like that, because there is a gauntlet match, which we'll get to next, just a bit. And don't mind the people in the background. I'm just having a background, so you guys can just, you should just hear that in the background. Let me just check my settings real quick. That seems right. Oh, well, I may do that, but match options. Yeah, that seems alright. Alright. That seems alright. Alright, and now that you know the situation, let's get to it. So, we'll go to the first match. Bound for Glory. Call Your Shot Gauntlet. Now, you're wondering, what the hell is a Call Your Shot Gauntlet? A Call Your Shot Gauntlet, excuse me real quick, sorry. It's too loud in my headphones. Alright, sorry, I was too loud in my headphones. A Call Your Shot Gauntlet is a gauntlet that is basically a normal gauntlet, 20 people, and you have an opportunity to win a match and call your shot in whatever storyline you're in. So, for instance, Heath Slater, he's in a big situation. If he somehow wins this battle royale, and I think he will, which I'll explain why, he'll get an Impact contract. From Scott D'Amore, he said it himself, you win the gauntlet, you get a contract. And, it's a really interesting gauntlet. There's 20 people in here. Now, I think it's just going to be the people that are not on the card, so be the Rascals, the Deaners, Crazy Steve, Johnny Bravo, not Johnny Bravo, Johnny Swinger. That's Johnny Swinger. Guys like that. I think those are the guys that are in the gauntlet. Maybe we see something with Rosemary, and the new couple, because they are going to be having a wedding. Rosemary and Johnny Bravo are going to be having a wedding with James Mitchell returning, so that should be interesting. But that's, so who do I have winning the Call Your Shot Gauntlet? I'm going to go with Heath Slater. I know this seems crazy, and a lot of people have been enjoying Heath's run, and I have too. I'm enjoying his Heath for Impact campaign. I thought he was going to finally get a contract after talking to Scott D'Amore, but I guess he asked for too much. But then Scott D'Amore didn't want to give him the contract, and then he threw the contract in his face, and it just did not go well. Which is unfortunate, because I really want to give Heath the contract, but I think he's going to have to earn it. So I think this is the way you cap off the Heath Slater, I don't have a contract with Impact. This is where you show Heath Slater can wrestle. And he's had some great matches. Let me explain. He fought the TNA World Heavyweight Champion that is not announced, but still. He almost beat Moose to win a contract. He had a match with Rhino who almost won. Like, he's had some close falls. He just can't seem to get the job right. They're gonna end it off with a big old victory, and Heath Slater is finally gonna get the contract he wants, and he's gonna finally be on the roster, and we're gonna see some more Heath Slater, because I do want to see some more. Heath is really funny. I love his reinvention of Heath. It just seems right. So I'm happy for him. I hope everything goes well for him, and I'm gonna go Heath Slater. Oh, and to be a little biased, I'm also gonna put some death in the conversation. Sorry, biased. Anyway. Next match, singles match. Alright. Eddie Edwards and Ken Shamrock. Now, this feud has been very interesting. It started all out with the return of Sami Callihan, but it wasn't the normal Sami Callihan. It was the hacker Sami Callihan. After Madman Fulton and OVE disbanded after some miscommunication, and Sami went on his own, he found the most different partner that he would never thought. They call themselves the most dangerous team. Ken Shamrock. He got in the way of Ken Shamrock. They actually had a singles match. That was a match. It was pretty good. And Ken Shamrock still can fight. He looks good. He's like the best old guy in the company. Like, he's got tons of muscles. He can throw strikes. They look better than Shane's. No cap. Anyway, he looked really good. So, and also Ken Shamrock, congratulations on Ken Shamrock getting inducted into the Impact Hall of Fame. I think he deserves it. I know maybe not much of his Impact stuff was too memorable. He did win the first Impact World title and stuff, but you know, so I think Impact in general, I think putting him in the Hall of Fame with guys like Sting, Kurt Angle, and probably Samoa Joe in the near future, definitely well deserved. I think he definitely deserves it. I think he needs to continue to work, and I think he can still go at almost age 50 to 60. Incredible stuff. Ken Shamrock, what a comeback. What a comeback for Ken Shamrock. Who would have thought Ken Shamrock fighting in 2020? But he is, and he's impressing us. It's impressive. Shout out Ken Shamrock. Anywho, Ken Shamrock. So Ken Shamrock basically teamed up with Sami Callihan. They almost won the tag titles from the North, but the North picked up the win after miscommunication. And then they started brawling, and then they had another singles match, and of course, Sami won that, the pile driver. But then Ken Shamrock went away for a bit. And we didn't know what he was doing. We didn't know who he was feuding with. We didn't know maybe he was done. But then Sami brings back the hacker gimmick. And he started off with a funny feud with RVD. He won that feud. He basically pile drive Katie Forbes out of existence, which was absolutely hilarious. I laughed, dying laughing after I saw that. Because the way her body, her big ass was just jumping up and down. it was really funny. Yeah, she won. She lost. And that was nice. But then we were like, what's next for Sami Callihan? He got another shot at the world title with Eddie Edwards. He lost. But it was still a really good match. They continue to have great matches. However, in a shocking turn after Eddie Edwards loses the world title to Eric Young. Why did he lose? Because, oh yes, Ken Shamrock interrupts Sami Callihan interrupts Eddie Edwards, and Ken Shamrock beats absolute hell out of Eddie Edwards. So that means Sami Callihan and Ken Shamrock are now teaming up together as the most dangerous tag team. Confirmed though. Like, he's like controlling, he's like attacking, like being a leader. And Sami's a very good leader. A very good leader. So he's either got Ken Shamrock mind controlled, or Ken Shamrock's just doing Ken Shamrock and joining Sami Callihan. I know. Crazy. So, now that I've reset the story, that's where this match comes in. So Ken Shamrock's taking on Eddie Edwards. This is a weird match because I can go either way here. I can go Eddie Edwards and picks up a win, but I can also go with Ken Shamrock because Ken Shamrock's gonna have Sami Callihan. Because Sami Callihan can do maybe a hacker distraction and distract Eddie Edwards. So it's difficult. It's really hard to pick who wins this match. But you know who I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna pick. I'm going Ken Shamrock. I know running Shamrock beat a younger guy at Eddie Edwards is a bad thing. But I don't think it's gonna be a clean win. I think the way he's gonna win from the help of Sami Callihan. Like, he's gonna win from the count of Sami Callihan. Like, he's just gonna win clean. Like, he is not losing. Like Eddie's gonna take the loss, but it's not gonna hurt him. He's not gonna lose. He's not gonna lose clean. He's not gonna lose clean. Sammy's gonna interfere. He's probably gonna do some hacker stuff with his phone, or maybe he uses the phone as a distraction, or something's gonna happen. I just don't see this being a clean match. And if Ken Shamrock does lose clean to Eddie Edwards, that's gonna lose a lot of momentum for Ken Shamrock and Sammy Callahan, because they've been building them up for a while. So, yeah, but I'm gonna go Ken Shamrock. I know it seems crazy. I got Ken Shamrock. This might be one of my most anticipated matches of the card. Moose versus EC3 in an undisclosed location. I have a lot to explain. So it started all the way in Slammiversary. Slammiversary was the return of the free agents, the guys that were going to shake up Impact. They had this whole story. They had like a newscaster guest. So like Impact is going to change. It's going to change the whole company. The company's going to spin around, and it did. The big signings were Motor City Machine Gun, Eric Young, Heath Slater, and I'm trying to think if I missed anything else. No. Oh, and Good Brothers. But then the one that shocked us all, that we were like, yes, EC3 returns. But he's a different EC3. Oh, he is not he is not trouble EC3. He is a guy that's on a mission to destroy. He's here to destroy and control his narrative. And that's why he's like, I need to destroy the TNA World Champion, which actually doesn't really, it's not really a title, but Moose is defending it as a championship, proving that Moose should be World Champion right now, but that's for a different time. Anyway, point is, that's gonna happen. And it's gonna be really interesting because I'm guessing this is gonna be a tape match. It is in an undisclosed location. It could be live, but I highly doubt it. I think it's going to be an undisclosed location. We're probably going to get a cinematic match, which I'm totally cool with the cinematic match between these two. The feud's already been intense enough. Moose has just been... Because what EC3's been doing, he's been playing mind games. He played mind games with him. He left the TNA World title with a bunch of candles, but then from behind, EC3 attacked him and hit that DDT move in the ring. He shut the lights off and hopped the ring with the hood on and hit the DDT and then ran off. He did a bunch of promos with like a projector. Like, he was messing with Moose. But then Moose finally got his hands on him, and oh boy did he put a beating. He bloodied him to a pulp in the go home. Bloodied him to a pulp, and then in the go home, EC3 had an interview with Jimmy Jacobs, and Jimmy Jacobs almost got murdered. So, case in point, they had an interview. EC3 got really intense, very hostile. It's intense. It's chilling. This feud has been really good. It has been my favorite feud, other than the main event feud. This has been my favorite feud of Impact. This feud has just been so good, and I hope we get a great payoff. So, who do I have winning in this match? It's pretty obvious. EC3. I really think EC3 needs to win this match. He just got back, and if he takes a loss to Moose, I don't think that makes any sense. And while Moose, I love Moose, and I'm loving his heel style gimmick of just being a dickhead, I think it's not going to hurt Moose in any way. I think it's going to help Moose, actually, if he loses to EC3. Because Moose has been in such a dominant run with this so-called World Championship, which actually is not the world title. The world title is the Impact World title. He's been on a good run. But I think EC3 is going to destroy the belt and continue to go on a memory path to control his narrative. Now, is this EC3 run worthy of a world title match? If you build it up right, yeah. I think in the near future, EC3 goes for the world title. he goes for the Impact World title and continues to control his narrative. But the only way he's going to do that is if he beats Moose and continue to build him up and have different feuds to build him up. Because I really like the way he does his promos now. He has the 3 on the back. He has like he like broke the glass the first time. He does like the pose. It's a different EC3. He has a new hairstyle. Oh, sorry, my controller drifting. I don't know, my controller drifts. Like, look. Watch when I do this. Watch. I'm trying to see if I can get it to drift. See, look, like that. Look. It like drifts. I don't know why it drifts, but it's like random. It's weird. I don't know. This controller could be busted. I'm hoping not, though. Anyway. Sorry. Controller was drifting. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, no, but yeah, like this has potential to be a world title run. If I was Impact, I would boost him up to a world title match later next year. Somewhere next year, I'd put him in the world title hunt and let him try to win that title. But yeah, I'm gonna go EC3 for this. Even though I love Moose, it makes sense for EC3 to win this, and I think it's gonna be a really intense match. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping this pays off. I'm hoping it's not just a weak, like very short, match. No. Give us the full chunk. What we've been anticipating. This is the most anticipated. If I were to go on Twitter and make a poll on what is the most anticipated match coming up, I think this will win because this has been the best story so far. So, shout out to Impact. I hope this is a good payoff, and I got EC3 winning. Next, we have a very, very interesting match here. A six-man / women scramble match for the X Division Championship. Who are the competitors? Chris Bay, Trey Miguel, TJP, Jordan Grace, Willie Mack, and I always get his name wrong. I'm so sorry. Rahit Raju. There we go. Rahit Raju. I call him Rahit for short. This is interesting. I'm so indifferent with the X Division right now because let me explain. So at Slammiversary, Chris Bay did the impossible and beat Willie Mack for the X Division title. I was like, yo, I'm so hyped. I really like Chris Bay. He's super, super underrated. I love this man. But what do y'all do? After a day of him winning the title, what do you do at the next pay-per-view? You make him lose the title to Rahit. How? And he got rolled up. Like, bro, how does that happen? And then Chris Bay gets a rematch again, and he loses? Dude, Chris Bay should be the X Division champion right now. Rahit should not be the X Division champion. He's getting so lucky. That's why I'm frustrated. Like, I respect Rahit. I respect him. Him and his brother with the Desi Hit Squad had so much potential. But then one of them left the company. And then that big Indian dude that returned left the company. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. He worked hard. He's a really hard-working singles guy. But I'm so sick and tired of low title reigns not getting long enough. There's some circumstances to flip-flopping titles. Why do you think it happened with the women's division? Why do you think Charlotte and Sasha flip-flop the titles at least every day? Because they didn't know who to be the champion. Who won it in the end? Charlotte. Obviously. They love that girl. Come on now, it's obvious. Anyway, point is, you can't flip-flop the titles like that. You gotta have a distinct winner and have a good run. While Rahim has had a pretty decent run, I don't think it was this. I think it was too early. I think it was too early for Rahim to win the title because Chris Bay was about to have a monster run, and then he lost all this momentum. So I'm hoping and praying Chris Bay wins the title. My pick is going to be Chris Bay. Reason being, he should have never lost the title in the first place. Now, I'd be a little bit biased But I really like Chris Bay. He's really grown on me since the Willie Mack stuff. It took me a while to know who he was because I didn't know if he was a manager, I didn't know if he was a wrestler. But then he started putting on some tights, I'm like, oh, he's finally gonna wrestle. And he started wrestling, and Chris Bay, dude, this man, the way he sells, and the way he's super athletic and does all these athletic moves, dude is amazing. Dude is athletically gifted. I really like Chris Bay. So if he wins the X Division title, I'm gonna be the happiest boy on the planet. But I'm gonna say Chris Bay wins the title back. However, my wild card pick for the stupid pick for me is Jordynne Grace. The reason I'm picking Jordynne Grace is because I could kind of see the marketing of a small girl fighting with the big boys and winning a title, and she's got the strength to lariat someone. She clotheslined the hell out of Rohit, and the weird thing about it, Jordynne Grace actually didn't want to be with Rohit for the X Division title in that tag match. She actually wanted to be with the good guys, but they didn't have any room for her, so she had to team up with Rohit and Chris Bay. Chris Bay didn't even like Rohit at all. Like, Chris Bay was kind of cool with Grace, like cool, whatever, cool, Grace, she's a girl, I don't care, little girl, you know, stuff like that. But we all know Jordynne Grace has fought men for a while, so this is her ballpark. So she's not gonna look bad taking moves from men, how most girls are gonna look. No, she's gonna sell it like crazy. Like, if she gets hit with a pile driver or DDT, she's gonna look good. She's gonna look good. So, and I think, so my pick for me, my main pick is Chris Bay. My underrated pick is TJP, and then my stupid pick my lull pick is Jordynne Grace. Willie Mack already had a great run. I don't think he needs the title right now. And the other guy, Trey Miguel, like, yeah, while Trey would be interesting for him to win the title, I don't really think it's time for him to win a title yet. I think you wait a little bit longer for Trey Miguel. So, yeah, that's what I think about the six-man Scrabble. Alright, my third anticipated match of the night. The co-main event. Deonna Purrazzo versus Kylie Rae. Where did this feud start? Let's talk about it. So at Slammiversary, both Deonna Purrazzo and Kylie Rae had some big matches. Let's start with Kylie Rae, the challenger. Kylie Rae was in a, I guess a battle royale / gauntlet, I guess you can call it. I'll call it a gauntlet. She was in a gauntlet. The gauntlet was kind of messy, but it was still entertaining at the end. It picked up steam, and she picked up the win. And Kylie Rae is the #1 contender. I believe she either rolled up one of them or she hit her submission. So, point is, she basically won. So now Kylie Rae is the #1 contender for Deonna Purrazzo's title. Going into this, I was like, and I've actually seen the interview with Deonna Purrazzo and Chris Van Vliet, and her one feud she said she wanted was Kylie Rae. That was the feud she wanted when she goes to Impact, and now she's getting her wish. And the feud has been really intense. It's been mostly based around Susie, which, when Susie gets hurt, it pisses off Kylie Rae. And she thinks she's like a big old bully. Kind of a bully storyline, but not like Kylie Rae getting bullied by Deonna Purrazzo. It's her friend getting bullied by Deonna Purrazzo. Kind of that storyline. And Kylie Rae had to put the happy side aside. So what did she do? She destroyed everyone. She destroyed Kimberly in aggression, and she beat the hell out of Deonna Purrazzo. So Kylie Rae was amazing. So I'm very happy for Kylie Rae, even if she loses, which I'll go on who's gonna win, who I think is gonna win. Kylie Rae looks really good regardless. She's got a bright future, and she has massive potential to win and has a massive potential to be a really good champion if she wins that title. Alright, now to my biased, hot, horny ass, Deonna Purrazzo. Beautiful woman. Absolutely smoking hot. Deonna Purrazzo joined Impact during the pandemic. During the pandemic, Impact was starting shows up, and Deonna Purrazzo finally showed up. The Virtuosa is here. She destroys Jordynne Grace's arm. That was the feud. Jordynne Grace, Deonna Purrazzo. Women's title. Now, a lot of people were like, oh, it'd be too early for Deonna Purrazzo to win the title. I argued. I said no. I think you strap this title to her and you take her to the moon. And I was right. Because her feuds, I love Deonna Purrazzo. This shows why WWE messed up with not letting Deonna Purrazzo be the virtuosa. Because Deonna Purrazzo, the virtuosa, has been dominant. She's shown her submission base. She's wrestled really well. She's had great matches. What was WWE thinking? Anyway, Deonna Purrazzo wins the title Slammiversary. I am hype as hell. Match goes around, say 20-30 minutes. Masterpiece. Then she goes on another rampage. She challenges Jordynne Grace to an Iron Woman match. 30 minutes. That was the main event of Emergence. Fantastic match. Absolutely brilliant match. Like, that match was absolutely brilliant. It was one of my favorite women's matches of the year. It's up there. It's really up there. It's up there with Sheeta and Nyla Rose at Double or Nothing. That's how good it was. It was so good. So good. So happy. And I'm happy Deonna won. She won by 1 point. And it didn't really hurt Jordynne Grace. Because now Jordynne Grace is fighting for the X Division title. So it didn't really hurt her anyway. So. And then Deonna just went on attack. She actually started teaming up with Kimberly, weirdly enough. I don't remember. I have to go back and look how this stuff started. I think she had a match with Kimberly, and then like Kimberly just like accepted her or something. I don't know. It was a weird thing. I can't explain that. But Deonna Purrazzo, Kylie Rae. I think this would be a bold move, but it could be true. Since James Mitchell is coming back, and it seems like Susie's getting more frustrated every time, she could be turning back into Su Yung. If Su Yung returns, Deonna Purrazzo is in trouble. So, but here's what I think. I think Su Young's gonna return, and she's gonna turn on Kylie Rae. I know it seems bold, but I would actually love to see Su Yung back. I miss Su Yung. Now, Su Yung, at first, when I first saw her, I was like, she looks kind of cartoony. Let's see what happens. Then they start giving her dominant runs. Then women don't know how to take her down. I'm like, okay, she's looking really good. And then she had a really good match. I forgot, I think it was either Gail Kim or someone else. She had a really good match. I was like, oh, she's something special. I think it was her and Allie, I think. Anyway, great feud. Su Yung, she finally wins the Impact Knockouts title. She goes on a massive run, just dominant. But then she goes into this kind of cutesy, kind of weird girl. And while I don't mind Susie, I kind of miss Su Yung. So I think at Bound for Glory, she loses it. She's had enough. She turns back to Su Yung, attacks Kylie Rae, and Deonna Purrazzo retains. Now, I know this seems like a bold pick, but, well, not the Deonna Purrazzo pick, but I see the moment seems like a bold pick. But if you want to call me bold, I don't care. I just want to see Su Yung back. I actually really like Su Yung, so that's me though. And obviously I have Deonna Purrazzo retaining. Deonna just won the title. I really just don't see her losing at this moment. I think she's gonna go on a massive run. She's already in a massive run already. She's passing almost 100 days already. She's gonna be on a dominant champion. She's gonna be one of the most. She's gonna basically go up the ranks of girls like Gail Kim and Tess Mocker and OBD and girls like that, like Ty Valkyrie, like girls like that. She's gonna go up in that top rank in the Knockouts division. So Deonna Purrazzo, shout out her. She's really making this women's division fun to watch. Impact, keep up the work on the women's division. Y'all are killing it. Alright, co-main event. This match will probably kick off the show. I should have started with this match, but I'm guessing they're gonna start with the gauntlet. A four-man tag title match. What are the 4 teams? Let me tell you. The North, Ace Austin, Madman Fulton, the Good Brothers, and Motor City Machine Gun, the champs. How did this all start? Well, it started out with crowning new champions, the North. Let's talk about the North and the Motor City Machine Guns. The North and the Motor City Machine Guns had a really good match on Impact, returning after Slammiversary. And it was a pretty weak show, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really like that show. But the main event was very strong. Motor City Machine Gun in the North put it all on the line in that match. Because while the second one was really good, I kind of liked the first one. So the first one was really good. Motor City Machine Guns beat the Rascals. They cash in their opportunity. And they win the tag titles after the North's long run, even though I felt like it hurt the North, but it didn't hurt them a lot. I know, it seems weird. And I really like the North. The North is one of my favorite heel teams of like, the century. Other than FTR. Anyway. The North, really good tag team. Motor City Machine Gun, I absolutely love Motor City Machine Gun. I've watched them in the past. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Just... oh, to die for. Love that tag team. And, you know, they went in a massive feud, and Motor City Machine Guns, why they showed, they still got it. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley still got a lot left in the tank. Like, especially Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin has so much left in the tank. Shout out Chris Sabin. Then, let's talk about Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. This team was built up after Madman Fulton disbanded OBE after leaving the brothers and chokeslamming them to death. What does Madman Fulton do? Well, he goes to the next best heel in the business, Ace Austin. By the way, I've been following Ace Austin since he's debuted, and I didn't really like him as a face at first, but then when they turned him heel, he changed just this cocky kind of dude. One of the youngest guys. It's true. Now, while I had Ace Austin winning that match, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm mad that Eddie Edwards won, but a lot of people weren't mad that Eddie Edwards. I wasn't mad that Eddie Edwards won. My friends were mad. I was like, whoa, guys, chill. Chill. He'll get his shot. He's still young. He's 24 years old. Give him time. You know what I mean? So, while Ace Austin should have won the world title in that 6-man match with Eric Young, I still think his future is sky's the limit. I absolutely love Ace Austin. Ace Austin is a freaking god. Super athletic. He's super quick. Him and Madman Fulton. I was nervous about this team because I was like, wait, Madman Fulton just went with okay, whatever. But the team is really good. Their chemistry is great. They're really quick on their feet. Madman Fulton, big boy, just destroys everyone. He's the tallest dude in the match, other than the guy we're gonna talk about next. And this team basically formed, and they just been on a wrecking ham. And they had a very small feud with the team that we're gonna talk about. I'll talk about it in their section. And I'm really excited for Ace Austin. So shout out to Ace. But they're actually not my picks. So let's talk about the last team in the match that I am ecstatic, and I think they're gonna win the titles. The Good Brothers. Hey, my buddy Carl Anderson and Big LG Luke Gallows. Oh boy, where do we start? Let's talk about it. So, the Good Brothers shocked the world and signed with Impact at midnight on the night their contract was due. They signed with Impact. They come on Slammiversary at the end of the show. Magic killer to everyone. Don't give a damn who's in the way. The next couple nights, they start getting in a feud with Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. Ace Austin arrests the Good Brothers after a drinking and driving incident that wasn't existed. And then Ace Austin did some more heel things. Madman Fulton, LG, the big LG, aka Gallows. We finally get a debut match for the Good Brothers. They make their debut. They look fantastic. Carl Anderson brings back the stun gun, and Luke Gallows and them keep the magic killer, and Big LG using the big boot. God, I love Luke Gallows. And then Madman Fulton and Luke Gallows had a singles match, like a monster singles match, and that match was great. It was like Wardlow and Luchasaurus style, just big boy brawlers, super athletic. Oh, like I love the Good Brothers. Good Brothers is, other than Motor City Machine Gun and the North, are my favorite teams. They're just two guys drinking a beer and kicking ass. That's basically what they are. They're beer drinking kick ass boys, and they're kick ass boy. Like if they ever go back to Japan, bro, oh, they're gonna make a statement, bro. So that's near there. So they finally got what they want. They have more creative. They even got a chance to promote their Talk a Shop Mania, and that show's really funny. I watched their 10 p.m. show that they had for like an hour. It was absolutely hilarious. So many cameos. It was really fun. It was just fun. And I'm gonna tell you why I think it's time to strap the champs, the Good Brothers. Now, it might seem a little early, I might be a little bit too early on it, but I think my two picks, Motor City Machine Gun retains, or the Good Brothers win the titles. I'm gonna go Good Brothers win the titles. The reason being, they're the most popular team in Impact. They have the most wins in Impact, and they are on a winning streak. They have a lot of momentum. They seem like they're not losing any momentum, and to put the titles on them would be a good move. You know, the tag team division is one of the most stacked parts about Impact, other than the women's division, is the tag division. Look at the teams they have. Good Brothers, Motor City Machine Gun, Rascals, the North, Ace Austin, Madman Fulton. You can even count Kansas Shamrock and Sami Callihan. Like, they have great tag, like their tag team division is stacked. Like, really stacked. Especially signing, like, veterans, like the Good Brothers and Motor City Machine Gun has made that whole organization even better. So, Good Brothers. I hope you guys win the tag titles. I hope you guys say, y'all finally won the Impact World Tag Titles, and y'all shocked the world. I got Good Brothers on this one, even though it might be a little early. But, hey, if Motor City Machine Gun retains, I won't be mad. Now, it's time for the main event. Rick Swann versus Eric Young. Impact World Championship. Oh boy, where do I start? Well, let's start at, I guess, Slammiversary, I guess. So at Slammiversary, of course, like I said in the beginning, when the EC3 match, they had this story of all these big name free agents coming back. They teased EC3, they teased Mike Bennett, they teased EC3, etc. And in shocking form, because in the match there's a mystery opponent. We all thought the mystery opponent was gonna be EC3. Obviously we were wrong, and they threw a curveball at us. The mystery guy actually was Rick Swann. We were like, oh, okay. Cool, but not cool. But then, right as that happened, 5-man. Boom. In comes Eric Young. The psychopath, the world-class psychopath, has returned. He has a new look. He's bald. He has no beard. He's on a rampage. He's ready to kill everyone. He has new tattoos. He's on a rampage to kill someone. And oh boy does he. So even though Eric Young does get eliminated in like the first couple minutes, he pile drives the fuck out of Trey Miguel. And Miguel gets eliminated. But then he gets rolled up by Swann. And Mr. Eric Young's not happy. He destroys Rick Swann's leg. He beats him up. He destroyed him. He threw him into the post. Eric Young had enough. Then Rick Swann is off the table for a while. And then as the weeks went by, Eric Young continued to attack anyone and everyone in his way. He attacked everyone backstage. He attacked the champion. He attacked everyone. Then, the big moment. The moment I thought they were going to save for, actually, this pay-per-view. But I was wrong. On a night on Impact, I forgot what timetable was, Eric Young took on Eddie Edwards in a pretty good match. Brutal, hard-hitting match, and Eric Young picked up the win after using the mask as a distraction / whopping him in the head as the ref was out. He hit the power driver, and Eric Young starts his title run, which I honestly think he should have won it at Slammiversary, but I'm happy he won it. Then he goes back to Rick Swann. Rick Swann's about to retire. He's doing like a retirement storyline. Eric Young attacks him from behind, destroys it with the crotch, with the not the stretcher, the crutches. There we go. Destroys it with the crutches. Destroys his leg. Rick Swann's gonna be out for months. Rick Swann goes back into rehab. He's rehabbing his leg. He's looking stronger. He's looking faster. Then he makes a shocking return out of nowhere. He returns. He gets back at Eric Young, but he's not cleared to get in the ring yet. Then finally, after he's ready to get cleared, Eric Young shuts him down again. He actually attacked the general manager, Scott. He put a submission, and then finally, after a couple minutes, broke it up. Then Eric Young ran away. As a classic heel would do. Ran away. And then after that, in a doctor scene, seeing Mr. Rick Swann rehabbing, Eric Young targets the leg again before Bound for Glory. He attacks the leg. Once again, Swann is hurt. So now, we all wonder, what is the condition of Rick Swann? Well, it's definitely not going to be 100%. It seems like it's going to be about 90% to 80% after hurting the leg. The leg got tweaked once again by Eric Young. And I think that's going to be a target focus of the match. The leg. It seems like he's going to be targeting that leg a whole lot. Like, he's going to be targeting focus targeting on that leg. And if he does that, Eric Young retains the world title. And I'm going to tell you why I think Eric Young's going to retain the world title. While I absolutely love Rick Swann, and I would love a world title match / run with Rick Swann, Eric Young just won the title not too long ago. And his run has been very short so far. So I think you continue to extend it. I don't see a new champion because I think if Rick Swann wins it, it's going to be too early. But if Rick Swann is in the hunt to win a world title in the near future, I'm so down because I really like Rick Swann. So this match is my second anticipated match of the night. Very excited for this match. This feud has been brutal, hard-hitting, emotional. It's been a roller coaster. It's just been a roller coaster. Now, do I think this show has potential to be better than Slammiversary? Maybe. I don't know if it's going to be better than Slammiversary. Slammiversary is my favorite Impact pay-per-view this year. Slammiversary was just too good. There was not really a bad match on that card, other than maybe a little sloppiness from the Gauntlet match. Other than that Gauntlet match, the rest of the match card was fantastic. The Rascal Challenge with Motor City Machine Gun, brilliant. The main event, brilliant. The Deonna Purrazzo and Jordynne Grace, brilliant. It was all brilliant. The North Tag match with Ken Shamrock and Sami Callihan, brilliant. So they were all matches that were brilliant. There was no bad match on that card. And they had Heath Slater doing a promo, and they had EC3 at the end. It was brilliant. So, I don't know if it's going to be that level brilliant, but I will say I'm very happy and very glad that Impact is ready to do their biggest show. And for the biggest show of the year for Impact, they gotta deliver. They can't have a bad show. They gotta deliver. That's what happened with freaking AEW. They had their big show, and they didn't deliver. They had some good matches. The main event was really good. Thunder Rosa and Shida was very good. Oh, and the Kenny Omega Hangman match was fantastic. Other than those matches, All Out didn't quite go well. The Matt Hardy stuff ruined the whole vibe. So, I'm hoping and praying Impact delivers. I hope we don't have any electrical problems either. That's the problem I had with the last pay-per-view. There was a lot of electrical technical issues with audio. I hope they get those cleaned up and we're ready to go. Because it's a big Impact pay-per-view. There's a lot of things on the line here. They got to be on the top of their game. There's gonna be no crowds, of course, no fan attendance, but it's gonna be a fun show. And I think I'm gonna predict now. I'm gonna do this. I don't usually do this. I think the prediction of what's gonna be the best match on this card. There's so many good matches. I think the best match is gonna be the 4-way tag match. That just screams brilliant. You have the athletic ability in Motor City Machine Gun. Motor City Machine Gun. I can't speak. You're gonna have the shutdown offense of the North. You're gonna have the big boys in Luke Gallows and Madman Fulton. You're gonna have the smaller guys like Carl Anderson and Ace Austin thrive. I think that match is gonna be crazy good. Well, I mean, the match just seemed good in paper. It's 4 teams that are top contenders. They're gonna be given time. They're gonna get their spots in, and it's gonna be a great tag match. Most of the Impact tag matches have been brilliant, and this is probably gonna be another one of these. So, my second most anticipated match, probably the Rick Swann Eric Young match that has mass potential to be really good, and I hope it does deliver. My third, probably Deonna Purrazzo and Kylie Ray. Fourth, I'm gonna go Moose and EC3 because this is a cinematic match, it seems like. While cinematic matches could be really fun and really good, I feel like this one's not gonna be given time, and I need it to be given as much time as possible. Because I want to see these dudes kill each other. I want to see these dudes kill each other. I want to see these dudes destroy each other. I just want to see something good from this feud, because this feud has been amazing. I hope we get a good payoff. That's all I hope. And then the Gauntlet match, and then the X Division. I'm probably going to say the X Division will probably be better than the Gauntlet. Probably. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And that's it. So, that's my predictions. This has mass potential to be a really good night of wrestling. I want Impact to succeed so badly. And this could be the night. This could be the night they succeed. Impact has been really good on their shows. They've been really on fire, just like AEW. And I hope they continue that as they go. And you know what? For fucking sake, you know what? I'm just gonna run through it real quick. I know this was supposed to be an Impact review, but I'm just gonna run through Hell in a Cell real quick because I have no interest in it other than the Jey Uso match. I really don't care. So I'm just gonna run through it real quick. Okay? Okay? Alright. Cool. Alright. Start from the bottom. Jeff Hardy and Elias. I don't really care. Elias. SmackDown Women's title. Bayley and Sasha Banks. I hope it's Sasha Banks. Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. See, that one's a little tougher. Anyone could win that. I don't know. Because a lot of people want Orton, but a lot of people want Drew. I'm gonna go Drew. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, obviously Roman Reigns. Jay's just gonna die. So, that's my small little prediction of Hell in a Cell. The full card is not out yet. The full card should be out by Friday. Because, you know, SmackDown. They also Bray Wyatt did tease his plans at Hell in a Cell. So, you see he says, "See you in hell." So it seems like The Fiend might be doing something at Hell in a Cell. So, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I don't really care about these feuds. It's all about Impact this weekend for me. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Hell in a Cell could be good. Yeah, it could be good, but it's not going to be better than Clash of Champions. Hell in a Cells these past days have not been very good. They've been actually really bad, actually. They've been stupidly bad. So I hope Impact can deliver and make me have a smile on my face at the end of the show. They've done it before, hope they can do it again. Yeah. So that'll do it. Thank you all so much for joining me. Podcast coming out soon with Manny talking about the shows, especially AEW. We have a lot to talk about the Eliminator. I'm probably gonna watch it now, actually, probably in a bit. See what's up. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. And I'll talk to y'all next time.